So you've been digging into Fetch.ai, huh? Pretty interesting stuff. This whole AI and crypto world is really blowing up right now, and it seems like Fetch.ai is right in the thick of it. You sent over some articles in Spanish, no less, and we are going to break down why this project has got everyone talking.
Definitely a hot topic.
Okay, so from what I'm seeing, Fetch.ai, it's not just another crypto project trying to cash in on the AI hype. These articles, they suggest this could be a real game changer, like actually disrupt things, because, get this, it's all about building real-world uses for decentralized AI.
Yeah, and that's huge.
Right. So the core idea, and this is where it gets really cool, is these things called autonomous agents. So stick with me here, because these agents, they're like digital little helpers that can do stuff for you automatically. Think like supercharged smart assistants, but on a whole other level. We're talking about agents that could book flights, find you the absolute best deals online, even like optimize those crazy complicated logistics for huge companies, wild stuff.
What's so fascinating is how Fetch.ai is tapping into two massive trends that are just exploding right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's obsessed with AI, and then there's this massive push to automate, well, almost everything.
Totally. It's like everyone's trying to figure out what the next big thing is, and Fetch.ai is basically waving its hand saying, hey, over here, it's all about the crypto. But how does it actually work? I mean, it can't just be one company using it, right?
Exactly. Imagine a world where, like, machines are actually communicating and making deals with each other, totally on their own, to figure out the best and, importantly, the cheapest way to get things done. That's the future Fetch.ai is building towards. And it's not just some pie-in-the-sky idea. The articles highlight their partnership with Bosch.
Hold up, Bosch. Like, the power tools and car parts Bosch.
Yeah,
that's kind of a big deal, right?
It is a big deal. Companies like Bosch, they don't just jump on board with any new tech that comes along. They have to see serious potential for it to actually shake things up in their industry. So this partnership, it suggests that they believe Fetch.ai's technology is legit, like real deal, and it could totally change how whole industries work.
Okay, so Fetch.ai is shaking things up on the tech side, but you know we got to talk about the other side of this equation, the crypto side. Is this the token that's going to make us all retire early? What's the deal with Fetch.ai as an investment?
The million-dollar question, right?
More like the quit my job and live on a beach question, right?
Yeah. Well, the articles mention Fetch.ai is currently sitting at around 1.32 USDT.
Okay.
But, like a lot of cryptos, it's been on a bit of a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I saw that. They said it hit those highs like near 3.22 USDT and then bam, took a bit of a dive. I guess that's just crypto doing its thing, right? Volatility and all that.
Exactly. Those price swings, they're a big part of why investing in crypto can be so, well, exciting or nerve-wracking, depending on how you look at it.
For sure.
Now, the articles also mention resistance levels at 1.50 USDT and support at 1.20 USDT.
Right. So I see the numbers, but what do those levels actually mean for someone like me who's thinking, should I invest?
You're smart to focus on those. They're kind of like guideposts for traders. That recent dip in price probably had something to do with the whole crypto market getting a little spooked a few weeks back. But here's the thing. Fetch.ai, it's showing signs of bouncing back, which is a good sign.
So when you say bouncing back, does that mean it's potentially like less risky than some of the other cryptos out there?
It could suggest that. At least it hints that Fetch.ai might be more resilient than some others. Now, the articles also throw around some technical terms. Double bottom patterns, RSI, MACD. Have you come across these before?
I've definitely heard them, but if I'm being honest, it all sounds like a foreign language to me. Like, I get that they're important, but I need someone to explain it to me like I'm 5.
Got it. Think of it this way. Those terms, they're like clues. They give us a little peek into where the price might be headed next. Let's start with that double bottom pattern they mentioned.
Okay, double bottom pattern. It does sound like something you'd see on a price chart, right?
Exactly. Imagine you're charting out Fetch.ai's price movements, and it makes these two dips down to around the same level, kind of like a W shape.
Okay.
Traders often see that as a potential shift in price direction, like from bearish to bullish.
Oh, interesting. So it's like a signal that things might be turning around.
Exactly. Then you've got RSI and MACD. They measure how quickly and how strongly the price is changing. Imagine RSI as a hype meter that goes from 0 to 100. If Fetch.ai is at 80, it might be overhyped, due for a price drop. But if it's down at 20, it could be undervalued, potentially a good time to buy.
Okay, so that makes sense. What about MACD? What's that all about?
Think of MACD like two runners. One's fast, representing short-term market trends. The other's slow, representing those long-term trends. When that fast runner overtakes the slow one, it could mean the market direction is about to change, like a bullish upswing. The articles point to a neutral RSI and a potential bullish MACD crossover soon. So that might suggest some positive momentum for Fetch.ai.
So are these technical indicators, are they hinting that Fetch.ai might be gearing up for a price surge? I mean, it sounds promising, but I also know crypto is, well, notoriously unpredictable.
You're definitely right to be cautious. Every investment has risks, especially in a fast-moving market like cryptocurrency.
Right, like that whole don't invest more than you can afford to lose thing.
Exactly. And there are other factors at play, too. Regulation, that's a big one. Governments around the world, they're still trying to figure out how to handle this whole cryptocurrency thing. Any new rules or restrictions they put in place, well, those could significantly impact the market.
That's true. And even with these big names like Bosch getting involved, there's still no guarantee that Fetch.ai will be a runaway success, right? I mean, we've seen plenty of promising tech just, I don't know, fizzle out.
You're absolutely right. There's always a chance that something newer, even more innovative could come along and, well, steal Fetch.ai's thunder. Competition in tech, it's fierce.
Okay, so we've got Fetch.ai, this potential game changer, but like with any crypto, there's that risk factor looming. Looking at these articles, it feels like there are two camps. The ones looking for a quick profit, riding the wave, and then those who see it as a long game. What are your thoughts on these approaches?
It's really interesting, right? The articles definitely offer a mix of trading strategies for both the short and long term. I think what's really important and what the articles emphasize is knowing those support and resistance levels. Those can guide trading decisions. It suggests that even with how volatile things can be, there might be a way to strategically navigate it all.
So even though crypto feels like a roller coaster, there are ways to kind of predict those ups and downs.
Yeah, exactly. But you're right. Some investors are thinking bigger picture. What if Fetch.ai really does become the main platform for decentralized AI? That's where the revolutionary part comes in. One article even called it a potential Ethereum killer.
Ethereum killer. Wow, that's a bold statement. Makes you think, though, what would that even look like in the real world? Besides the supply chain stuff, what other problems could Fetch.ai solve?
Healthcare is a big one the article's highlighted. Imagine Fetch.ai helping doctors diagnose diseases, but way more accurately by using AI to analyze huge amounts of medical data, or even streamlining those clinical trials by connecting researchers and participants globally, all safely and super efficiently.
That's amazing. Using AI where it can really make a difference. Switching gears a bit, the articles also mentioned competition. Fetch.ai isn't alone in this decentralized AI game, right?
Definitely not. There are others trying to do similar things. It's a tough field, no guarantee Fetch.ai will be the winner. But those partnerships, like with Bosch and their developer community, that gives them a serious advantage.
Right. Having real-world support and a strong community behind you, that's huge in the crypto world. Sounds like they're doing all the right things, but, like you always say, we got to do our own research.
Exactly. We've given a good overview from these articles, but don't just take our word for it. Read them yourself. Explore Fetch.ai. Understand the risks, see the potential, then decide if it's right for you.
Couldn't agree more. DYOR, everyone. It's your money, your future. But stepping back from the numbers for a second, this technology is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. The potential is huge.
Definitely. We're just scratching the surface of what decentralized AI could mean for us. It's an exciting time to be following this tech.
It really is. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder all the possibilities. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Fetch.ai. Until next time, keep exploring and keep those questions coming.